जय जय गोपीजन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारियम् यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय प्लीज क्लैप जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा जय राधा गोपीनाथ राधा किशोर गोपीनाथ राधे रय जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद श्रील प्रभुपाद जय हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Srila Prabhupada ki. Yeah. Thank you very much. I've been in this community since 2004. So I'm a ISKCON Toronto New Devunadham boy. I'm very happy to be here amongst all of you, and I'm praying to serve you today with your time and your attention. Normally in the world, everybody wants your attention, everybody wants your time, but they want your time and your attention for them, right? When you watch an advertisement, they want you to buy their product. When you watch a newspaper, they want you to subscribe to their ideology, right? But in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, our goal is to use your time. You have spent your valuable time coming all the way here, right? And your energy and your attention, because once you have given your time and your attention to someone, you cannot ever take it back, isn't it? Right? It's forever. So we are trying to use your time and your attention for your benefit, okay? So in order to do that, we'll say a short prayer, and then followed by the prayer, we'll get into the topic of the class, which is, would you like to make spiritual advancement? Let's get an answer. Would you like to make spiritual advancement? Yes, only a few, about 30%. Would you like to make spiritual advancement? Yes. Now it's about 60. Would you like to make spiritual advancement? Yes. That's more like it. It's a yes or yes question, because if you are here, especially on this rainy fall Sunday, then you do want to make spiritual advancement. So it's a redundant question, but I'm very happy to note your enthusiasm. So we'll figure out today what spiritual advancement is and how we can advance spiritually. But let's get into this prayer. Om Adhyanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance. My spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutabadagamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Mancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Vacha Paditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So thank you again. I ask for blessings, especially from my elders. Mother Subudhi is here. Mother Subudhi has served this temple for more than 50 years. The lady sitting on the chair there, right there. When you get a chance, please offer your respects to her. She has given more than 50 years of her life to this community here. Okay, she's also one of my teachers. She has taught me by personal examples. I'm begging her blessings today before we start. Okay, so we're going to talk about spiritual advancement, okay? Spiritual advancement, what it is not, how we can get there. And I'm going to make one point, actually. By ourselves, we cannot make any spiritual advancement. Okay, you heard that right. By ourselves, we cannot make any spiritual advancement. And then, what is it that we can do to attract spiritual advancement towards ourselves? And a couple of examples, and then we'll stop a little bit early today, okay? Because we have lots of announcements today. Okay, so everybody knows the concept of speed, right? Speed? Who would agree that our lives are fast today? Is our lives fast or slow? Right? Very fast. Too fast, right? We're constantly running around, okay? Everybody, if you remember a little bit about school, you've also learned the difference between speed and velocity. Do you remember the difference between speed and velocity? What is velocity? Anyone? Velocity? Velocity is speed in a certain direction, correct? Velocity is speed in a certain direction. So, if you're going very fast, but you're actually not going in the right direction, then that speed is useless, right? So, our take here in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness as the message given by Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and his predecessor Acharyas, all the way from Krishna, is that our modern civilization is misdirected. In other words, we are going very fast, but we are going in all sorts of directions other than the right direction, okay? So our velocity is negative. We don't have very good velocity right now, because velocity means speed in a certain direction, right? And in this particular case, Krishna says that this lifetime is meant for the advancement of spiritual life, okay? And advancement of spiritual life. Now, but our lives actually are all about advancement in a material sense, right? We want to go faster, we want to go further, we want to accumulate more, we want to add a few more bedrooms to our homes. We want, not an Olympic-sized swimming pool, but maybe a bigger than that, a little bit, maybe, for like 1.5 people who are living in the home, right? We want things that are not necessarily spiritual, okay? So we're going to do a little exercise, right? Because this is going to be interactive, okay? Now, look at your left and look at your right. You're going to stretch out your arms without hurting anybody, okay? Don't hurt anybody. No poking eyes, no ear wax removal services, right? Stretch out your arms, okay? Now pretend that your arm is a balance, okay? Tarazu, balance. It only goes like this or like this, okay? Practice. Go left, okay? Go right, go left again, go right again. Okay, now back to normal, okay? And now one of our arms, you can pick a side, okay? So no offense against any lefties here, okay? But let's say that left hand side represents our material side, okay? Okay? So material side goes down. What happens to the spiritual side? It goes up, okay? Now let's say the right hand side is now going down. The spiritual side is going up. The material side is going up. This never happens, okay? This never happens either. It's either like this or like this, okay? So I want you to keep that point in mind, is that if you are advancing materially, you are not actually advancing spiritually. And if you are advancing spiritually, no. The material advancement is an automatic result of spiritual advancement, okay? But it is the right kind of material advancement. It's the kind of material advancement that leads us to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, okay? So, what I wanted to impress upon is that if you focus on spiritual advancement, your material needs will automatically be taken care of, okay? And Krishna makes this assurance in the Bhagavad Gita. It's a very famous verse, okay? It's 18th chapter, okay? Verse, in 18th chapter that goes, is it 64? What's the verse number? Sarva dharman parityajya, okay? Everybody repeat this verse together, okay? This little child needs attention. Mother, father, please take care of your child. She needs your help. Okay. Okay. I'll say it and everybody repeat after me, okay? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. Let's say the translation also. The translation is important. Don't chant verses without knowing what they mean. Okay? Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So we are afraid, right? We get life insurance, we get car insurance, we get critical illness insurance, we get home insurance, we get this insurance, we get that insurance. We are full packed till this, disclaimer, I do work for an insurance company. But I'm not selling insurance. In fact, I'm far from selling anything except Krishna. Okay, so we are all of this, but this is the ultimate insurance, isn't he? Right? He's saying, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me, I'll take care of you, don't worry. Okay? So in other words, if you focus on spiritual advancement, your material needs will be automatically taken care of. Okay, so you don't have to actually worry about them. Okay? Now we'll talk a little bit about the second point that I made, which is we cannot make spiritual advancement on our own. Okay, you can take it out. Back to Radha Krishna Gopinath. We cannot make spiritual advancement on our own. What does that mean? It means that no matter how wonderful a person you might be a very great scholar, you might be a great tapasvi, right? You might be able to go without food for 300 days, right? Or you might be able to sit in the middle of fire in the middle of summer, or you might be able to go into a deep frozen lake in the middle of winter. It doesn't matter how accomplished you are in any respect. You might be coming from a line of great rishis, right? Your gotra might be like, you're directly blood relative of Vedavyasa. It doesn't matter. Regardless of what you have, or how much money you have, or how much education you have, or how much ability you have, or how much strength you have, how much determination you have, actually you cannot make any spiritual advancement on your own. Spiritual advancement is only possible by the mercy and grace of Krishna and his devotees. And it's proven in the scripture. It says, Ataha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahyam indriyai sevon mukhehi jivhadau swayameva spuratyadaha. Which means that actually Ataha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahyam indriyai. With these material senses, with these blunt senses and this material mind, just one moment. I should have done that before. I mentor a lot of people, and sometimes they call me in the middle of a Sunday feast class. But, continuing, Atah Shri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahyam indriya. With these material senses in our mind, na grahyam, you cannot fathom it, na grahyam, you cannot catch it, right? Sevon mukhehi jivhadau swayameva spuratyadaha. Now, by service, sevan mukhe, jivhado, from the tongue, swayameva spuratyada, which means that spiritual advancement comes automatically from inside. Now, how does it happen automatically? It's not happening automatically for everyone, is it? Like, there are a few people here, right? There are about 5-6 million people in the greater Toronto area, and a few of them are here, probably 0.0 some percentage, small percentage of people are here. For them, spiritual advancement may be happening, but for most of the people, it's not happening. But this verse says, Atah Shri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahyam indriya. Sevon mukhe is the key. Sevon mukhe means that it only happens through service. And not just through service, but because of the pleasure that service gives to Krishna is why spiritual advancement happens. So in other words, the secret of success in spiritual life is actually pleasing Krishna. But you know what? Everybody says this. Arjuna was right in front of Krishna, and he saw Krishna personally, and he knew if his actions were pleasing to Krishna or not. After all, he could see Krishna's facial expressions. Krishna was personally talking to him. Okay, what about us? What about the rest of us who are Kali-Yugites, right? Born here. But actually, Krishna is still here. No, Krishna has not disappeared. And we can know the pleasure of Krishna or the displeasure of Krishna in 3 ways. What are those 3 ways? First of all, Shastra, right? We just read the Shastra. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha means that we accept the Shastra. If my actions are in accordance with the Shastra, with accordance with the scripture, then yes, this must be pleasing to Krishna. But this is a necessary condition, but it's not a sufficient condition. Okay? You know that there's a difference. Your actions need to be in accordance with the Shastra, but you can apply the Shastra in immature ways. For example, you can apply a particular instruction of the Shastra at the wrong time or wrong place or wrong circumstance. If you don't have the right training. It's possible, very much possible. Right? And a lot of new people in spiritual life end up doing that, including myself. Have applied Shastra in the wrong way. Therefore, you need Guru. Right? So the Guru, the preeminent Guru for all of the people in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness is His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And those who are following in his footsteps are our Gurus, because you need to have a Guru who can help us calibrate in real time. You cannot have a Guru who is in the air or in your mind or in your imagination. Couple of years ago, before the pandemic, His Grace Sureshwar Prabhu, who was a wonderful disciple of Srila Prabhupada, was here, and he said that there are any number of fictitious Prabhupads within ISKCON, which means my Prabhupada, your Prabhupada, his Prabhupada, their Prabhupada. Everybody basically takes Prabhupada's instructions, selectively chooses the stuff from the scripture that suits their particular situation and tries to apply it. And then you have this party arguing on the basis of whose instructions? Prabhupada's instructions. And you have this party arguing on the basis of whose instructions? Prabhupada's instructions. And they are constantly arguing, never meeting in the middle and never understanding each other because they are actually not following Srila Prabhupada. They are actually following their own minds. So therefore, we need Shastra, which is the books of Srila Prabhupada are Shastra. We need Guru, Guru of different kinds. We have the Guru who initiates us into spiritual life. We have the Guru who goes with us, and offers us instruction. For example, I have Guru for deity worship, I have Guru for Kirtan, I have Guru for this, I have Guru for book distribution, I have a Guru for cooking, I have a Guru. So many different Gurus in life we need, right? So we have that kind of Guru. Guru is absolutely essential. And then we have Sadhu. We have other people who are actually on the spiritual path along with us. Like all of us. Just look around, look at the face next to you. And that person is a Sadhu, okay? Because they are here, right at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Right? So we need these three things. And when we triangulate these things, we actually have a very good chance for spiritual advancement because we are very likely to earn Krishna's pleasure. Okay, now we'll read this confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, in the chapter 12, which is entitled Devotional Service. I need a Bhagavad Gita. Unfortunately, I don't have one here. I'll get one on my phone, but maybe we have a real one, not a virtual one. Okay? I want chapter 12, verses 6 and 7. Okay, I have it. It's here, but okay. So let's read the Sanskrit very quickly and then we'll read the translation and the purport also. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ye tu sarvani karmani Mayi sanyasya matpara Ananyena eva yogena Mam dhyayanta upasate Teshamaham samudharta Mrityu samsara sagara Bhavamina chirat partha Maya veshita chetasam. I'll read the translation. But those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O son of Pratha, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Okay? So Krishna personally causes our spiritual advancement when he sees that we are focused on him exclusively. Now, in the Sarva Dharman Parityaja verse, abandon all varieties of religion and surrender unto me, that does not mean that we are supposed to stop doing what we are doing. It does not mean that at all. What it means is that we are supposed to take what we are doing and figure out how to engage it in the service of Sri Krishna. And that's why we need Guru, Sadhu and Shastra to be able to tell us how to take what we are doing. You might be a psychologist, you might be a doctor, you might be a lawyer, you might be a plumber, you might be an electrician, you might be an insurance salesperson. It doesn't matter what it is that you do. You might be a student, right? You might be a child, right? You might be a parent, you might be a sister. You have so many dharmas. You're a Canadian, you're an Indian, you're a woman, you're a man. You have certain services maybe assigned into you in the temple. You have so many different religions that you are following, right? You have the religion of being a Canadian, you have the religion of being a professional, you have the religion of being an Indian, you have the religion of being a man or a woman. Each one of these is actually a religion, right? There is Tri Dharma, there is Purusha Dharma, there is Canadian Dharma, there is Bharatiya Dharma, there is Engineer Dharma, there is Lawyer Dharma, there is so many, there is Pita Dharma, there is Mata Dharma, there is Putra Dharma, there is Putri Dharma, there is Bhratra Dharma, there is so many dharmas that are there. But our goal is to engage all of those dharmas in the single one dharma, which is service of Sri Krishna. So I'll read the purport by Srila Prabhupada very briefly and then we'll end here. If you have any questions, by the way, we'll end in a few minutes, but if you have any questions, I'm not sure we have enough time today for questions because, as I said, we have a lot of very important announcements today. However, I'm here for the rest of the evening, at least until Prasadam and a little bit after that. So you're welcome to approach me. You're welcome to go to my website, dasadas.com, dasadas.com, and write me your questions. This is what I do, right? Everything I do is so I can do this, assist you in your spiritual journey, okay? We'll read the purport now by Srila Prabhupada. It's explicitly stated here that the devotees are very fortunate to be delivered very soon from material existence by the Lord. In pure devotional service, one comes to the realization that God is great and that the individual soul is subordinate to Him. His duty is to render service to the Lord, and if he does not, then he will render service to Maya. As stated before, the Supreme Lord can be appreciated only by devotional service. Therefore, one should be fully devoted. One should fix his mind fully on Krishna in order to achieve Him. One should work only for Krishna. It does not matter in what kind of work one engages, but that work should be done only for Krishna. That is the standard of devotional service. The devotee does not desire any achievement other than pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His life's mission is to please Krishna, and he can sacrifice everything for Krishna's satisfaction, just as Arjuna did in the battle of Kurukshetra. The process is very simple. One can devote himself in his occupation and engage at the same time in chanting together, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Such transcendental chanting attracts the devotee to the personality of Godhead. What attracts the devotee to the personality of Godhead? Chanting what? The verse, Sevon Mukhe Jibhado, that is the primary use of our tongue. That use of the tongue is to do what? Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay? The Supreme Lord herein promises that without delay He will deliver a pure devotee thus engaged from the ocean of material existence. Those who are advanced in yoga practice can willfully transfer the soul to whatever planet they like by the yoga process, and others take the opportunity in various ways. But as far as the devotee is concerned, it is clearly stated here that the Lord Himself takes him. And because the spirit soul is beyond gender, it said him. Him does not apply just to men, it applies to every single living entity here, because the living entity is beyond gender. Right? Actually, all the living entities are female, because we are all meant to serve Shri Krishna. Okay? All of us, actually, in our spiritual, we are meant to be, serving Krishna. Okay? So don't think that the him applies only to men or something like that. Nothing like that here. Okay? The devotee does not need to wait to become very experienced in order to transfer himself to the spiritual sky. In the Varaha Purana, this verse appears, Nayami paramam sthanam archiradigatim vina garudaskandham aropya yatecham anivaritaha. Anivaritaha means invariably. In fact, the word invariably comes from this word anivaritaha. Okay? Anivaritaha means invariably. Krishna Himself will arrange your deliverance. The purport of this verse is that a devotee does not need to practice Ashtanga Yoga in order to transfer his soul to the spiritual planets. The responsibility is taken by the Supreme Lord Himself. He takes the contract, right? He takes the contract to deliver us from the cycle of birth and death. The responsibility is taken by Supreme Lord Himself. He clearly states here that He Himself becomes the deliverer. A child is completely cared for by his parents, and thus his position is secure. Right? A child is worried, when's my next meal going to come from? Is the child worried about that? No, the mummy is worried, the daddy is worried, the child has no worries. Right? Similarly, we are like that child of Krishna when we become a devotee. Similarly, a devotee does not need to endeavor to transfer himself by yoga practice to other planets. Rather, the Supreme Lord, by His great mercy, comes at once, riding on his bird carrier Garuda, and at once delivers the devotee from material existence. Although a man who has fallen in the ocean may struggle very hard and may be very expert in swimming, he cannot save himself. But if someone comes and picks him up from the water, then he is easily rescued. Similarly, the Lord picks up the devotee from his material existence. One simply has to practice the easy process of Krishna consciousness and fully engage himself in devotional service. any intelligent man should always prefer the process of devotional service to all other paths. In the Narayaniya, this is confirmed as follows. Yavai sadhana sampatti purushartha chatushtaye taya vina tadapnoti naro narayanashrayah. The purport of this verse is that one should not engage in the different processes of fruitive activity or cultivate knowledge by the mental speculative process. One who is devoted to the Supreme Personality can attain all the benefits derived from other yogic processes, speculation, rituals, sacrifices, charities, etc. That is a specific benediction of devotional service. Now, Srila Prabhupada is repeating something here, okay? Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. A devotee of the Lord can approach the supreme destination easily and happily, but this destination cannot be approached by any other process of religion. The conclusion of the Bhagavad Gita is stated in the 18th chapter. We have already read this verse. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. One should give up all other processes of self-realization and simply execute devotional service in Krishna consciousness. That will enable one to reach the highest perfection of life. There is no need for one to consider the sinful actions of his past life. Is anybody worried about the sinful actions of their past life? Here, you got a license, okay? There is no need for one to consider the sinful actions of his past life because the Supreme Lord fully takes charge of him. Therefore, one should not futilely trying to deliver himself in spiritual realization. Don't try. Let everyone take shelter of the Supreme Omnipotent Godhead Krishna. That is the highest perfection of life. I'll just speak for a couple more minutes and then I will give over the microphone to the important announcements that are coming up. Okay? So the first thing that we need to do, Srila Prabhupada is saying, don't try to endeavor for spiritual perfection necessarily beyond the process that has been given to us by the Acharyas. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramanand Rai were having an amazing conversation and they were trying to figure out, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asking the questions, in this case, God is asking the questions and devotee is answering the questions, asking the questions, okay, what is the way for a living entity to attain spiritual perfection? Okay, and the first verse, and Ramanand Rai gave many answers, which we don't have the time to get into right now. The first answer that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu approved, that Ramanand Rai gave, he said, yes, this is good, please speak more, was actually this verse, okay? Jnane prayasamudapasya namanta eva jivanti sanmukharitam bhavadiya vartam sthane stita shruti-gatang tanuvang manobhir ye prayasho ajita-jitopyasitais trilokyam, which means stay in your present position. You're a mother, don't try to renounce your motherhood. You're a father, don't try to renounce your family. You're a sister, don't try to estrange yourself from your siblings, right? You're a professional, you're a business person, you're a, whatever, you're a housewife, you're a student, whatever you might be. Don't try to change your position, right? Everybody wants to constantly change their positions. A brahmachari wants to get married, a married person wants to become a sannyasi, right? This is a constant process, constantly, right? Maharaj was here recently talking about the same thing, right? That's not necessary. Sthane sthita, stay in your place. Shruti-gatang tanuvang manobhir, listen to the words of Sri Krishna and his devotees. Shruti-gatang tanuvang manobhir, ye prayasho, a person who tries to do this, they ajita, Krishna is unconquerable. You know that Krishna is unconquerable, right? You cannot conquer Krishna by your efforts, right? Krishna can be conquered by his own desire, right? So a person who does that actually becomes eligible for spiritual advancement. So if you want to make spiritual advancement, all you need to do is hear. And what is the best way of hearing? What is the most reliable way of hearing something? What's the most reliable way of hearing something? Guarantee that it will be heard. What's the best way? Say it yourself, right? Because it's the shortest path here, right? You say it and you hear it, isn't it? Who's the first person who hears whatever we say? Ourselves. Okay? So the best way to advance spiritually, as Srila Prabhupada mentioned twice in this purport, and we're going to do it a third time, is what? Chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You know what? Only 70% of the people are chanting. Okay, everybody in the back there, I want you to enthusiastically chant because this is your chance. Okay, Krishna is right here, he's listening to us, all of us here. Okay, he can hear us from in the heart, but he's out here as Gopinath, and Radha Kirchur Gopinath is even more merciful than the Paramatma within the heart. Okay, he is. Trust me, I've been here 20 years. I know this. Okay, together, 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki. One last thing before I go. And you know what that last thing is? The more easy you find yourself chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that is how you can see that you're advancing. If it is really hard for you to chant, if you say, oh, I can't find the time, then you're not yet advanced, right? And there are many levels of advancement, but this is the primary level of advancement. How easy is it for you to chant this mantra? You know, how easy is it? Chant this mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much to all the devotees. Thank you very much to Satyanathan Prabhu also. Where is Satyanathan Prabhu? So this gentleman here, his name is Satyanathan. Okay, you will see him always behind the camera. You won't see him in front of the camera, you will see him behind the camera. And what he is doing, he is allowing thousands and thousands of souls to hear Krishna Katha. He's always everywhere where the action is happening. Have you seen him around? Right? I've been seeing him around for a long time. So please a hearty Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Satyanathan Prabhu. No, not clapping. What he has requested for is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra specifically for Satyanathan Prabhu. Okay, once, together, 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Hari Ram Mahamantra ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, aap sab Vaishnav Vrinda ki. Yeah, very good.
So let's thank Mahabhagavat Prabhu. Instead of clapping, let's chant the Mahamantra. Let's continue the theme. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have a lot of announcements today, so I'm going to try and do this quickly. So first of all, we'd like to thank our cooks for today, which is Baba Malini Mataji and team. In order to put together this Sunday feast, it requires a lot of manpower from the cooks to the team that helps serve the prasadam, clean the pots, clean the temple, and additionally, we also are grateful to our sponsors. So today we have 3 sponsors for today's Sunday feast. And if anyone is interested in sponsoring any of the upcoming Sunday feasts, you can sponsor the prasadam or the feast that is served, as well as the garlands that are offered to the deities every day. So if you'd like any more information on that, you can see Raj Prabhu at the front desk. Now, today's sponsors, the first would like to be anonymous. The second is Krishan Bakri. And third, we have Gopal Joshi on the occasion of Pittar Paksh. So as many of you are aware, this is a period of the year where traditionally offerings are made to one's ancestors. And as stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the best way to honor your ancestors is by the distribution of Vishnu Prasad. So this is a great way to serve that purpose. So we'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Additionally, as many of us know, our very own His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami recently celebrated his 71st birthday this past Thursday. So this is known as a Vyas Puja because he is a spiritual master, so he is in the line of Vyas Dev. So his birthday is known as Vyas Puja. So it was a very large occasion, his 71st. It was celebrated at ISKCON Brampton on Thursday. So we would like to continue the theme again, to chant the Mahamantra 3 times this time for all of our sponsors and our very own Bhakti Marg Swami. So let's all together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have a few announcements from our Krishna Fun School. Firstly, their Gita contest for children aged 3 to 17 will be taking place on Saturday, December the 2nd. Registration information is available on the poster that's at the front desk. Additionally, there are online Gita classes for children, as well as our weekly Sunday school that takes place during our Sunday program. And so if you're interested in registering your children for any of these programs, you can see our website, www.torontokrishna.com, or see the flyers that are available at the front desk. Additionally, we have an upcoming Kirtan Standard Seminar, which will be taking place on October 15th during the Sunday feast. Now, this one is a little different than some of the ones we've had in the past, because this will be for everybody. This is not, in the past, we've had mandatory Kirtan seminars for devotees who are interested in leading Kirtan. This is different. This is for everybody to learn about some of the important things that go into Kirtan, as well as some of the scriptural and basic things that are behind our Kirtan. We all enjoy our Kirtan, so this is a great way to learn and go deeper into the Kirtan process, as it is. And this will be, again, facilitated by our very own His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami, so not to be missed. Now, from a Vaishnava calendar's perspective, we have a few important occasions coming up. Firstly, Indira Ekadasi will be observed on Tuesday, October the 10th. The following day, the break fast is between 7:26 and 8:09 a.m. So Ekadasi is a day that comes twice a month where devotees fast from grains and beans. You can see more information on our website, where you can see our calendar and get all the upcoming events. The next major occasion is the auspicious month of Kartik, which will be beginning on Sunday, October the 29th. So it is during this month we worship Lord Krishna in a special form, who is known as Damodar. This is the form of Lord Krishna who is bound by his mother's love. So it's a very sweet form, and we chant special prayers. So additionally, during this month, there are a lot of festivals. So we will be sharing a lot of information in the upcoming weeks. So please stay tuned. If you'd like to get all of our information, please join our WhatsApp group. So there's a code you can scan at the front desk, where you can keep up to date on all our events, get daily darshan, and learn about everything that's going on at ISKCON Toronto. So that sums it up from me, but we have a few more important announcements, so I will be handing it over to Indresh Gora Prabhu to give some important announcements about the management of the temple.
Hare Krishna! Srila Prabhupada ki! Shri Shri Radhakirtan Gopinath ki! Can do better. Shri Shri Radhakirtan Gopinath ki! So, we had this wonderful temple by the grace of Srila Prabhupada. We've been in this temple for just shy of 50 years, and we've been worshiping Shri Shri Radha Gopinath for 51 years. And it takes a lot of management behind the scenes, and there's been countless devotees that have helped manage this temple over the decades. And we're very grateful to each and every one of them. Last month, after Janamastami, etc., one of our key members, he had to step back from management, circumstances, he wanted to step back a bit. So we're very fortunate that within the community we have a lot of resources and a lot of people willing to step up. And it takes a lot to manage, like everything from the fees to hundreds and hundreds of Sunday feasts and festivals and programs. We're open 7 days a week. The temple never closes. And it takes a lot of effort and a lot of management behind the scenes, and a lot of people don't see that. So on behalf of His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami, Her Grace Praharna Prabhu, His Grace Krishnadas Kaviraj Prabhu, us, the Board of Directors, would like to go out there and give a warm thank you for all the previous managers that have stepped up. And we'd also like to introduce you to the current Temple Council. 2 members are continuing, and we've added 3 members, so we have a Temple Council group of 5. So I'd like to ask Rudradev Prabhu. Rudradev Prabhu, come on this side, I guess, where you can be seen. Muralidhar Prabhu. Kamala Kanta Prabhu, Rajalana Devidasi, and Vishaka Devidasi. See, you can see how shy they are. Truly behind the scenes, they're trying to go back, back, back. So we'd like to go out there and pray to Srila Prabhupada, pray to Shri Shri Radhakirchar Gopinath, pray to all of you because they're here to serve you. We are all here to serve you. We're praying for your mercy, for your blessings, and for your blessings of Srila Prabhupada and Shri Shri Radhakirchar Gopinath, that they can continue to serve and go out there and do an excellent job and managing a temple. So we'd like to go out there and say the Maha Mantra very loud. Send blessings to them. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Thank you. One more quick announcement here.
Hare Krishna. In the recent past, some events have occurred which have put the community, Hindu community, in a tight spot. And the temple is being approached from different other temples to do something which is regarding the ongoing issues. All the communities in India are very friendly and helpful to each other, including the Hindus and Sikh communities. We have been living together for last so many hundreds of years like brothers and sisters. But some elements are creating some problems recently in Canada. So what we have done is there is a petition for Hindu phobia which is displayed on the notice board. You can scan it from your phone and sign the petition and put the petition forward to the politicians, expressing your concerns about the Hindu phobia ongoing issues currently in Canada recently. And we assure you our politicians are responsible, they'll take care of us. And we pray to Lord Krishna to protect us from any ongoing issues, because we want to live in peace and harmony with everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, is the prasadams ready? You can proceed. Haribol.